morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Liga Kenobi. Before we get started, we'd like guys to please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. Now that we know that Amazon has got 007 tied, so things are being skeptical with it. So what are they going to do with it? We don't know yet. But we've got an actor before this happened, we've got an actor that kind of did some criticizing on the movie on the franchise. So I don't know what to think of it, but let's just take a read of this article. So here we go. Helen Miren blasts James Bond films for objectifying women before immediately objectifying former 007 actor. Helen Miren, she talked a lot of crap about this franchise, but then of course she didn't realize that she was disrespecting actors that were portraying the roles, like Daniel Craig and Pierce Bronson. So let's take a read at it and see what's going on. Dame Helen Mirren is making headlines for her remarks about James Bond that some raise eyebrows due to an apparent contradiction. In a recent interview, Helen Mirren described the long-running James Bond franchise as being stuck in outdated portrayals of women, calling it, in her words, drenched in antiquated attitudes. However, not long after this statement, she turned to discuss actor Pierce Bronson and opened her remarks by calling him gorgeous. I mean, this is okay. The deal is this, bro. This is the problem. James Bond is not some person that is weak. He's not some person that he's not a sissy, basically. He's someone that's tough in what he does his job, but of course, when it comes to women, he becomes charming. And these women, they can be tough. There are women in the 007 franchise that can be badasses, but also they can also be charming. They can also be beautiful, you know? And there are women that can be damn what's the word I put it? What's that word? Trouble or something. I forget the one. I have it in my head, but I can't remember that. I can't put it out there. She's in peril, basically. But you know, Ellen Moraine, dude. I mean, there's a lot that you don't know about the 007 franchise. So let's see what she's talked about. Helen Moraine and her comments about James Bond have sparked renewed debate over how criticism is applied in Hollywood. Critics were quick to point out that the irony, while condemning the Bond films for focusing on too heavily on physical appeal and objectifying women, Marine herself led with a remark on Brosnan's appearance rather than his performance of accomplishments in the role. I have to say, I was never a great ward of Bond. I'm a huge fan of Pierce Brosnan. I mean, massive fan. I mean, oh my God! Obviously, he's gorgeous and everything, and I think he's fabulous in Mobland. But he also happens to be one of the nicest people you'll ever have the pleasure to work with. And indeed, Daniel Craig, who I've met and know a little about it, again, a very lovely, gracious person. Now, I heard Mobland looked at pretty good. My cousin saw it, was watching it, and he's kind of liked it. So I'm gonna try to give it a shot and watch Mobland. You know, so we'll see. If the roles were reversed, if a male actor had criticized a female led franchise for objectifying individuals and then immediately complimented a female co star's looks before mentioning her talent, the response might have been far less forgiving. In today's entertainment landscape, such inconsistencies don't go unnoticed by audiences. So here we go. The Hollywood Reporter put this here. However, the Hitchcock actress said the whole series of James Bond was actually not my thing. It really wasn't. I've never liked James Bond. I never liked the way women were in James Bond. The whole concept of James Bond is drenched and born out of profound sexism. Oh my God. So you're disrespecting Jay Fleming's work. Jesus God. Come on, dude. That's why you got people like them nowadays that tell studios like Amazon to try to change James Bond to be more fragile. And that is kind of stupid, bro. I tell you this right now, if Amazon does any bad changes with 007, bro, that's gonna piss off a lot of fans, dude. This incident involving Helen Mirren and James Bond highlights a broader issue within celebrity commentary selective standards, while admiration for a fellow part performer is natural. Leading with compliments about appearance, especially while criticizing a franchise for doing something similar, can come off as contradictory. Miren's comments come amid a long history of public figures calling for greater substance in legacy franchises like James Bond. The films have been re examined over the years for the portrayal of women, prompting adjustments in tone and character development, and that angered many longtime fans of the series. But this recent moment illustrates how the conversation can be complicated when public figures echo the very tendencies they claim to reject. Helen Mirren's comments about James Bond and Pierce Brosnan may have been well intentioned, but they also raise questions about consistency. When someone critiques a film series for focusing too much on looks, yet immediately praises a fellow actor's physical appearance, the message can seem muddled. This isn't the first time such contradictions have appeared in Hollywood discourse. Celebrities have often voiced criticism of superficial standards, only to later participate in similar behavior on red carpets, in interviews, or on social media. These moments often shift the conversation from the substance of their critic to the credibility of the messenger. For audiences following the ongoing evolution of James Bond and those paying close attention to celebrity commentary, the remarks by Helen Mirren serve as a reminder consistency matters. We're discussing film franchises or fellow actors. Holding everyone to the same standard remains a key part of maintaining integrity in the conversation. Helen Mirren, what are you thinking, girl? You really don't know nothing about the 007 franchise. You know nothing of James Bond. You know of Ian Fleming's work, bro. I don't know why I said James Fleming, but it's Ian Fleming. I don't know what is she thinking, dude. But hey, that's these celebrities today. You know nowadays, bro. These celebrities can be such dumb. I don't want to say the word, but still, they can be that stupid nowadays. So that's gonna be it for this video. So thank you all for watching this video, and thank you for being part of the channel. So please share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts about this, bro. Do you think what Ellen Mirren said is right, or do you think it's wrong? Do you think Amazon will try to make 007 into more of a sissy? You guys let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you all so much, and I'll be seeing you all until next time. Bye, everyone.